All right, my friends, how are you today? Aaron here bringing your daily horoscope for Wednesday, the 30th of June, 2021. For the majority of our day, all the way about till 10 p.m., we're going to have the moon in the sign of Pisces. This is really wonderful energy here on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of the moon really wrapping up and completing things, whatever it may be, projects, taking time for ourselves to rest before beginning this new journey. So the moon is going to move into the sign of Aries by 10 p.m. to start that new journey, but we get a good chunk of this day to kind of wrap things up. Early in the morning, around 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the moon is going to conjunct Neptune. So this is, Eastern Daylight Time, New York, here in Michigan, this is people are getting ready to go to work, heading out the door, driving, listening to the news. Neptune does rule the news and media. Our moon is our emotional security. We might want to pay attention to what's going on in the news. Is that something that we do every day? But the goal here is not to get lost in the abyss, to get lost in media, who said what, this, that, or the other. It is what it is. Now, on the other side, this is a day that we can really be tapping into our own creativity, our limitlessness. There is, the sky is the limit. There's nothing really stopping us from setting out and achieving whatever we want to do. We have this fearlessness about us, Venus and Mars in the sign of Leo. Like, we have the courage to keep on going. We have the continuation this week of this grand fire trine. And grand fire kite connecting here to Saturn. Again, reminding ourselves that we are the authority. We are the ones that are in charge of our personal lives. Other people might have a bad attitude or a positive attitude or whatever it may be, but it's up to us in the community and how we deal with ourselves. We can go back to old ways. We can seek new ways of communicating, new ways of doing things. As Mars here fearlessly moving forward is really connecting with the North Node as well during this whole bit, and soon Venus to follow. So some of this energy that's going on right now, and then right after this, a couple hours later, the moon is going to create the sextile over to Pluto, which is about a change of reputation, change of how we govern ourselves, how we're seen. So it's just like, if we're being fluid and going with the flow, which is part of the beauty of the mutable sign of Pisces, is this flowing water. Where Aquarius is the water in the air that allows electricity to flow, it's still an air sign. Where it's like we're further out, it's like we're further into space here, and this connectedness of oneness. And this connection with Neptune and the moon, Neptune and the moon both creating a sextile to Pluto. This is saying, like, how we go about and maneuver through our day, how we maintain a sense of fluidity and going with the change of things, which is the beauty of the mutable signs. When we're going with the change of something, people can see this and really, like, wow, people are paying attention to how we're responding, how we're reacting. And again, we're wrapping things up here for this new journey to start when the moon enters the sign of Aries. So again, the good chunk of the day is going to be in Neptune, or with Neptune, with Pluto here in the sign of Pisces. Wrapping up, completing, whatever it may be. I feel like I'm repeating myself right now because we have a new journey to start, basically. So it's like, whatever it is, if it's paperwork, if it's communication, if it's insight, or communication insight, sorry, I'm getting there in a second. Whatever needs to be finished, whatever needs to be wrapped up, Jeez, pardon me. Do so, because, come Wednesday evening, into Thursday, when the moon is in the sign of Aries, it's like we're starting a new journey, and what we're headed toward is all the feelings that we've been feeling, or the insight, the communication that's been coming to us throughout the Mercury retrograde. Now that we've had this couple days of rest while the moon has been in Pisces, when the moon hits Aries, it's like, okay, we're cleaning the cobwebs and finishing these tasks, so that way we can start whatever's come through the past couple of weeks, start this new journey, this new thing, without anything holding on to us, without any residue of the past. letting go of those, like we talked about yesterday, that energy that's between people, so that we can truly move into a place of forgiveness, into a place of love, into a place of communication. Is that's what our sun, compassionate, empathetic, caring, and nurturing in the sign of Cancer. This fearlessness, it's like, okay, I'm ready to step up and be the one that makes that communication. I'm ready to be the one that clears this karmic debt or quantum entanglement between us, and steps into my power and moves forward. No matter what it may be. If it's an idea that you're setting forward on a new journey, following through this intuition, best of luck to you, whatever the new journey ahead may be. My friends, have a beautiful Wednesday. As always, thanks for hanging out with me. Much appreciation to you. We'll see you tomorrow.